Those that watched my return video most likely recall that I said that I may in the future make videos where I address the comments on my videos due to my new stance of not posting comments due to not supporting Google+. Well, I'm kind of bored and don't have any new targets acquired, so I'm going to go ahead and make that possibility into a reality. Welcome to the inaugural episode of a new series I'm going to call Addressing YouTube Comments, or AYC for short. I am your host, The Great Exposer. For each episode, I'm going to select any number of comments I want to respond to. For this one, I'm only going to do 2, but I may decide to do more in future episodes. In case you haven't noticed by now, everything I do regarding my channel is on an if I feel like it basis. On this episode, we're going to take a look at a couple of comments left on my BBC Eats Defeat and Bows Down to the God of Exposure video. Now, obviously, since I'm addressing comments left on a video of mine that was about the Blackbuster critic, I kinda have to break my declaration of moving on from him, at least temporarily. Please keep in mind that I'm addressing things related to my past dealings with him, and that I'm not going after him for anything new he's done. Like I said in my final video about him, I'm still a fan regardless of my past issues with him, and I continue to watch his content as it's both entertaining and factually enlightening. With that in mind, let's get to these comments. You know, if you're the only one who thinks you won, I don't think this means you won. It's not about whether I'm the only one who thinks I've won. It's about what the facts dictate. Let's go over these facts, shall we? Fact: BBC called for people to boycott Electronic Arts. He said to boycott them by not buying their games, not realizing that that's not the only thing that needs to be done for a boycott to work. Fact: after he called for a boycott of EA, he gained employment with a company that was employed by EA. You can try to damage control that with all the technicalities you want, but the fact is that if he's employed with a company that works for EA, guess what? He also works for EA. Fact: I call him out on this bullshit in the comments section of a few of his videos. Fact: rather than try to counter what I said, he instead sidesteps by accusing me of being a sock account, like that somehow invalidated anything that I said. He most likely did this because he couldn't counter my factual statements of calling out his bullshit. Fact: I asked him not once, but twice, to prove that I was a sock account. The second time I did this was on a channel comment that soon got deleted, followed by me being blocked from his channel. Fact: I decided to make a video exposing him not only for being a hypocrite that doesn't practice what he preaches regarding using the power we have as consumers to make companies bow to our will, but also for being a butthurt little bitch for being unable to take factual criticism. Fact: BBC gets wind of this video and decided to make a horrible commentary reply to it during one of his live streams. Fact: after said horrible live stream commentary, I decided to fire back with my own commentary of his commentary. In this new multi-part video entitled "The God of Exposure Smites BBC Again," I exposed him for showing ignorance of what was in my initial video, why I made said video, The fact that he did exactly what I said he would do in my initial video by ironically attempting to ridicule me for dedicating time to making a video about him, despite the fact that he's dedicated plenty of time to making videos about others himself, repeatedly attempting to damage control himself by continuously leaving out the fact that he was then employed with a company he had previously called for people to boycott, trying to ridicule somebody for being so butthurt that they blocked him when I could say the same about him, seeing as how he blocked me, trying to say that my comment history was nothing more than damage controlling for Xbox shit based on nothing more than the video titles, which showed that he didn't read a single one of my video comments in my history, yet talked out his ass about them anyway, once again failing to prove that I was a sock account, on top of showing that he doesn't even know what a sock account is, and much, much more. Fact. Rather than addressing these factual mistakes I exposed him on in my multi-part video, he responded to this in another live stream with, "I don't care. If he wants to make videos exposing me, that's fine," and once again tried to lie to his fans by reiterating that the only reason why I made my videos in the first place was because he blocked me. Fact. Him declaring that he doesn't care about me and that I could dedicate my time to making videos exposing him, when compared with his past patterns and behaviors of being relentless against those who criticize him, proves that he knows he got destroyed and couldn't counter anything that I had said. Fact. Said dismissive and ignoring reaction from him led me to make the video you left your stupid comment on. So based on the facts and evidence presented, it's painfully obvious to anyone with a functioning frontal lobe and or anybody that isn't a dick-riding fanboy that I was indeed the winner of the exchange between myself and BBC. Those that continuously deny my clear as day victory only expose their own fanboy-induced bias and idiocy. Case closed. Moving on to the second and final comment for this video. So you interpreted this as him eating defeat and bowing down? Well, congrats on your self-proclaimed victory. Once again, like I already explained with the previous comment, it's not a self-proclaimed victory. It's a factual one. You'd be an idiot to claim otherwise. Well, that's all the time we have today for this installment of Addressing YouTube Comments. Tune in next time when I'll respond to some more of these comments. The Great Exposer has spoken.